In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tips on how to be successful as an INTJ entrepreneur. Hey everyone, Maggiaro here, and on this channel, I help INTJs like you create a business online. So if that sounds like you, consider subscribing. So with that being said, INTJs are really a minority, an extreme minority of basically towards population, because only 2% on average are basically INTJ. And the thing is that when it becomes when it comes basically to choose a business, the thing is that we cannot plug in into basically every business opportunity. This is why sometimes we have a hard time basically continuing keep pushing forward, when especially when we see that the business that we are in or the task that we are doing isn't really aligned with the why. You see what I mean? So with that being said, let's just jump into it. And also, you're going to find basically a 4 steps business model for INTJ entrepreneurs inside the PDF that you can get by simply clicking the link in the description. And you're also going to get my daily emails. So yeah, with that being said, let's just jump into the 5 tips that I wanted to share with you today. So tip number 1, as INTJs, we need a lot of time to basically think and have time to really process the information that we are gathering every day. So the thing is that we have to embrace the fact that we need a lot of time to be on our own. So this is important when it comes to choosing a business. So you really have to find a business where you can really give your mind and your brain the time to process information, coming up with new information. Because the thing is, INTJ are also called the architect kind of type. And yeah, an architect comes up with new ideas and really thinks a lot about things. So yeah, this is why you see also that why do we have also the introvert inside this equation, is because well, we love, and the best time that we have is when we spend when we spend basically time on our own, right? So with that being said, the second part that you should consider when it comes to starting a business is that we love to think, basically. So this is basically the result from the first point, and find basically solutions to different problems, right? So with that being said, you should really be in a position where you can solve problems. You see what I mean? So the third component when it comes to become a successful INTJ entrepreneur is that we often have like this leader kind of personality. And usually the problem is that we also have a low AQ. So what is AQ? It's basically an emotional quotient, right? So you have the IQ, which is the intellectual quotient, and you have the EQ, which is the emotional quotient, which means that we have a lot of time in expressing our emotions. And yeah, so this is why we also sometimes like avoid working with people and be surrounded by too many people. And usually our circle of friends, or the circle of people that we spend time with, is very limited. So we rather prefer being with a few people rather with than with a lot, right? So this also makes it a little bit hard to work, even though we have like, this visionary and this leader kind of vision, to basically be like the leader, the extrovert leader who can motivate people and so on and so forth, right? So it's a little bit kind of a special situation, but you really have to deal with that. And the fourth tip I wanted to share with you when it comes to become a successful INTJ entrepreneur is that we really don't like the nitty gritty, right? What we basically like is the big picture, and don't really like doing like the small tasks and really zooming in into every little detail. You see what I mean? So this is why having a business model where you can execute on your ideas quickly is really important in order to really don't fall into this pitfall, which is just doing like those small little tasks that you have today every day. Okay. The fifth thing is that we also tend to be very stubborn, right? So when we have basically an idea, it's really hard to make us change make us change our opinion, right? So this should be a hammer because yeah, we are kind of stubborn people. So with that being said, there is like could I suggest you as being an entrepreneur right now for 10 years, especially online. So the thing is that there is like a lot of copywriters are basically INTJs. So if you don't know what copywriters are, those are basically people who used to sell via direct email, via direct mail. Sorry. So with that being said, they're like you're going to see that a lot of copywriters are INTJs. So this may be an interesting thing. But the only issue with the with being a copywriter is that you have to deal basically with clients, right? So if you don't really the kind of person like me who likes to deal and try to close people on the phone or so on and so forth, well, this is maybe not the best thing to go for, right? But the thing is that when it comes to choosing a business model, this what I like is a business model where I can be 90% of my own, which is basically content creation, right? And what do I mean by content creation? Content creation is just like creating content around something that's meaningful, right? Something that you really care about and you want to share with others. So not only will it give you basically the time to be on your own, it will also give the opportunity to discover new things, solve problems, right? And basically, what's also interesting is that you can share all your thoughts with others, right? And it really gives you this intellectual stimulation that we need as INTJs because you have to do research and you also, as I told you, you have to design solutions, right? The other thing is that you don't have to deal with a lot of people, right? So what's also interesting is that by being a content creator, you can really design basically the people that you want to have in your audience, right? Because what you're going to do is you're going to attract people who are like-minded, right? Of course, this will not happen from like in 1 week or neither in 1 month. It will take time, but the thing is that usually people that you can, if you do the things right, you are going basically to federate an audience of people who really like your work and enjoy paying you in return. This is like what my whole business model is based around. You see what I mean? And the thing is that you can. It also don't require you to cold call or try to close people on the phone because usually what we do as content creators is that we sell information products, usually membership sites or online courses or and like any kind of information product, right? So yeah, this is basically the business model that I wanted to share with you. If you are an INTJ, and if you want to know more about how to the actual steps, basically to create a business as an INTJ, as an INTJ online. Sorry. So with that being said, you just have to download the PDF that you can find in the description, and by getting this PDF, you're also going to get my daily emails where I'm sharing with you a tip every day in order to help you create a content creation business. So with that being said, hope you appreciate these videos. Please give me a thumbs up if it's not already done. And yeah, I see you guys inside your mailbox starting from tomorrow. And of course, right now in the PDF, where I'm going to give you the 4 steps in order to create a business as an INTJ.